Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with yet another daily stock market video, and what another just rough day in the market. We're like in round 15 of just a brutal fight between the bears and the bulls, and we're just getting beat down right now. I mean, take a look at this heat map here. Just real red on the board, all over the board. Doesn't matter what sector you're in. Look at the semiconductors right here. The semis have been getting beaten down a lot due to the semiconductor shortage. AMD down, Intel, Nvidia, it doesn't matter, Qualcomm, Micron, they're all down. I mean, not financial advice, but personally, I think in the future, as more things become just technologically advanced, cars and everything are using more chips, I think in the future, as a long-term play, these stocks are going to boom. But the real question is, where's the bottom? Where can you find this at a bargain basement deal? Because I think right now, if you're in it for the long haul, any of these tickers probably in the semi sector are going to do well for you in the long haul, maybe over the 5, 10, 15, 20 year time period. But for right now, everything just keeps dipping further and further. And the last thing you want to do is try and catch a falling knife. Nobody can predict the bottom, so we'll have to play it by ear, see what happens. But let's take a look at Riot Blockchain today because, you know, again, the crypto craze is still going on, but crypto got beat down again today. Let's take a look at Riot Blockchain. Down 10.7% today. Down a little bit after hours, 0.09%, pretty much flat. But on the week, that puts us still, though, in the green, but just barely by a little bit over 5%. On the month, you're still in the green as well, up over 86%. 3 months, definitely green, up 370.57%. And on the year, of course, you're looking big green still, up 3,700%. So what is going on with the market today? Let me know what your thoughts are. Jay Powell did have a press conference today, which we will talk about in a minute. But looking at the options premiums for Riot, they're always juicy. They've always been juicy since we've been tracking this stock for the past few weeks, maybe even now a month or two. But at the money, we're not going to calculate for tomorrow because it's just one more day of trading. We'll look out one more week to March 12th here as far as the expiration. That's $505 in premium at the money if you want to sell some puts for $4,400 in capital. That's going to give you a return on risk of over 11%, 11.5%, which is pretty darn juicy for a ticker just over week 2 expiration. So still juicy as always. I personally don't have any position right now on Riot or Mara. I'm trying to be as much cash as possible right now because I don't know what's happening with the market. Where is the bottom? Where are we going to stop the sell-off? Nobody knows, but when it does happen, I want to make sure that I'm not bag holding tons of shares of stock. I want to make sure I still have some dry powder in my war chest ready to deploy, maybe buy some shares at rock bottom prices, or maybe sell some cash secured puts at the bottom, and then I can get some sweet premium as the stocks rise back up. My biggest fear is that this is the start of the recession. But again, nobody can predict the future. Nobody's going to be able to tell you with 100% certainty what's going to happen tomorrow. So take everything anybody says, including myself, with a grain of salt. Always do your own research, your own due diligence. Taking a look at crypto, Bitcoin also not as bad as Riot, but still down 1.4% as I'm making this video, down about $680. It's hovering around $48,000, $49,000. Again, sub $50,000 again. Dogecoin, which actually I'm going to show you an interesting article about Dogecoin in just a minute. Dogecoin is actually on the up and up, and I might know why. So Dogecoin is actually up about 2.5%, back again around 5 cents a coin. I'm going to show you an article now about why I think crypto is falling and why Dogecoin has gone up. So today, here's this article out of Coinbase. Bitcoin falls to 48K as Fed's Powell makes no new promises. Ethereum drops as well. So if you watch Jerome Powell's kind of press conference that he had today, he didn't really say much like he always does, but the overall market did not like what he had to say. We had a massive sell-off all day long, pretty much from the time he started talking till the end of the trading day, as Bitcoin's price fell by the most in a week after Jay Powell acknowledged he would be concerned by tightening financial conditions because rising U.S. government bond yields put upward pressure on borrowing costs. So Bitcoin prices have actually quadrupled last year and have rallied 66% this year on speculation And here's the reason why. People are assuming, or people are hoping, that cryptocurrency could serve as the hedge against inflation because we keep printing money, talking millions, billions, trillions of dollars by the central banks. And people are assuming that's going to lead to inflation. So people are trying to invest in crypto as a hedge against inflation. But based on Powell's comments, it says right here, Powell said in a question and answer session with the Wall Street Journal, he doesn't expect higher inflation to persist and that the central bank is still a long way from our goals of an economic recovery and lower unemployment. So bad news for the market and bad news for crypto because he's saying right here we're still far away from an economic recovery and lower unemployment. So overall, not good news for the economy or the stock market as a whole. But then, like I just said to you, crypto was thought to be a hedge against inflation. And Jay Powell is saying he doesn't think we're going to have high inflation. Then you might be wondering, well, why am I putting money into crypto, right? And maybe that's why people are pulling out of crypto because they're saying, well, if there's not going to be inflation, then I don't need to hedge against it. So why am I tying up my money in crypto? That's my thoughts. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me show you this other article about Dogecoin. So Dallas Mavericks, they're now going to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merch. So Mark Cuban coming in clutch with Dogecoin. You better be careful. He doesn't get investigated by the SEC. But the Dallas Mavericks will soon be accepting the meme-based currency as a part of an agreement with crypto payment services provider BitPay, which is rolling out the coin as a payment option for merchants and consumers. And actually, I didn't know this, but Mavericks have already been accepting crypto. They've actually been using Bitcoin as a method of payment for almost 2 years. So I didn't know that the Dallas Mavericks, you could pay them for tickets and merch through Bitcoin. The Mavericks have decided to accept Dogecoin as a payment for Mavs tickets and merch for very one important earth-shattering reason, the article says. Mark Cuban says, because we can. So the funny thing is, he's been tweeting actually about Bitcoin and Dogecoin in the past. And he says actually that he actually bought Dogecoin in order for his son to teach him about the crypto markets. So he's using it as a learning opportunity. And he actually says, for those of you who would like to learn more about Dogecoin, we strongly encourage you to talk to your teenagers who are on TikTok and ask them about it. They will be able to explain it all to you, Cuban said. And here's another interesting nugget that I didn't know, that BitPay is actually the largest provider of crypto payment services in the world. And like I said, now they're offering Dogecoin as a form of payment. Very interesting. This article was actually written, came out around 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. If we go back to the Doge graph here, this spike started pretty much 15 minutes afterwards at 1:45 p.m. Eastern time. So I bet you, or I'm willing to think, that that article or that news is what is causing this rise in Dogecoin all of a sudden. Let me know in the comments below, what crypto stocks or coins do you own, whether shares or options or coins. Let me know how much you have of it. Make sure you join the Discord server. We have a pretty hopping crypto channel on the Discord server if that's your thing. Let's take a look at the TradingView chart here on TradingView to see what crypto and what Riot has been doing lately. So the one nice thing is that we are getting more price action, kind of in this low $40 to mid $50 price range. So it lets us put in areas of support and resistance. And the one thing I'm noticing now is I think that there's an area of trend right around $48, $49. It looks like we bottomed out there for a few days last week, or I should say earlier this week, kind of topped out there intraday today. Now, I also have an area of support around $42. And it looks like we touched that intraday. We closed above it because we also bottomed out there on February 26th. So it seems like right now, our closest area of support is about 42. Closest area of resistance, according to my TA, is around high 48s, around $49. We are trading below the 21-day moving average. And in fact, we actually closed right below that. Personally, if this market continues to sell off for one more day tomorrow to close out the week, I wouldn't be surprised if we retest maybe this area of support all the way down to 33 at some point. It doesn't have to be tomorrow, but you know Riot is a volatile ticker. It moves a lot. It's not unusual for it to go plus or minus 10% or more in any day. But maybe early in next week, we'll have to see if any good news comes out tomorrow or over the weekend for the market overall. But right now, I am rather bearish on Riot. The other thing is that the RSI is right smack dab in the middle. It's not really oversold. So that tells me there's still more room to drop. The 50-day moving average right now is around $31.45. I suspect maybe in a day or two, the 50-day MA probably going to be around this area of trend, around $32. So maybe that's the bottom right now, the short-term bottom, where maybe Bitcoin and Riot, we sell off until roughly this point, and then we bounce from there, hopefully. Although that's not a given, we could still continue the sell-off depending on what the market wants to do. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Not a lot of volume in the past week or so of trading in terms of Riot either. I mean, even the other crypto sticker like Mara was down today as well. Let's finish the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing to get some sentiment. So here's Sweepcast, one of the programs that I've been using, and overall only 10 calls came in, 6 puts total, but the overall sentiment is bearish on Riot. So again, maybe in line with what we're seeing on the TA graph there, but not a lot of huge orders came in. Actually, the highest value order was for a little over $500,000. That was a call option, but the sentiment is thought to be bearish because they were bought near the bid price. And that was for a $48 strike that actually expires in June of this year. But you can see the top kind of dollar value options were either neutral or bearish. So maybe the big money also thinks there's more room to sell off on crypto. Hopefully you guys are not bag holding too much. I know I'm bag holding a few shares of Corsair. Let me know in the comments below what you're bag holding. Again, hopefully it's not a big part of your portfolio. Remember, portion control is for this reason, because if you're going all in every week or every month, and if we have a correction in the market like this, whether you're going to be bag holding your entire portfolio, you always want to have, in my opinion, a little bit of reserves on the side to buy the dip, or if we have a correction, you're not all in and you have some dry powder left. As always, make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Have a lot of smart and interesting people in there that are trading all kinds of tickers, from penny stocks, crypto, to regular stocks, to options. Whatever you want, we have a channel for you in the Discord server, so make sure you check it out. Add me on Twitter, StockTwits, Instagram, and Reddit. Most importantly, I really hope you're having a green week, and I'll see you on the moon.